like that you're drinking and it's 2 p.m. for you.
Right. It's 2:19. I'm having a little something or other. Like, I don't know.
I feel fine because it's 8:19, so it feels like appropriate.
No,
Whatever.
I'm like, so after I'm done, I'm just gonna have to like sit in my room or like go walk because I definitely cannot get behind the wheel. But I have a tequila and lemonade with lime, and then I tried to like shred ginger in it, but it was not working out. So anyway,
I would kill like every germ ever. If you had tequila, lime, and ginger, I feel like
really?
that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's what
Wow.
you have when you're sick.
Oh, well, I guess. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I could see that.
It's kind of healthy.
What
I
are you
have
drinking?
I think it's a Sauvignon Blanc. Well,
Sure.
that's what I have.
Today, we're drinking because of the topic at hand.
Hmm. Which we'll get into.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Thank you for joining episode 3 of
Yeah, it's
Space Reserved.
crazy.
I know.
People are actually listening to the first two.
I know, that was gagging me. That was gagging me. People were leaving comments. I was like, wait.
1 second. Yeah,
Yeah.
because usually it's just us listening to each other.
No,
And so I
literally.
was like, oh.
No, it did.
I have to watch what I say. For real.
Speaking of us listening to each other, like me in the car listening back to like episode 1 and being like, being like, wait,
Wait, who said that?
right? Who said
Surely it
that?
wasn't me.
Yeah, for the people, like the like 7 people or whatever that listened to the very first episode before we had to take it down. Keep your mouth shut. We can't
That's,
have
I
those
hope that
secrets.
that becomes like legendary, you know? Like if people are like, well, you weren't there when they released the unedited version of episode 1.
Right. Some
So,
things have to stay quiet. But thank you for coming back anyway.
crazy.
um so yeah. What's been up with you? I see you're in a bright orange get
I'm
up.
in my orange. Yeah, it's been King's Day in the Netherlands today, which is when we celebrate the king. Yeah, I was out drinking, listening to like Dutch folk music. And like the thing is, well, you party the night before, and then on King's Day, there's like flea markets everywhere, and there's like children and like selling their things for like 50 cents, and then also people like selling their clothes and stuff. So I did buy a 3D Pokemon puzzle from like a 5-year-old. I got a friendship bracelet also from like a 5-year-old, and then I got my tarot read by some very sweet like 16-year-old who's really getting into tarot right now. It was so fun.
I love tarot. I literally have 4 different 6 geez 6 different tarot related cards or books over there.
You should come for King's Day.
I'm sure that would be fun.
Well,
Today, I'm also wearing a shirt. I have my The Wrong Ice is Melting shirt. And then on the back it says The Wrong Amazon's Burning. So
right.
just so everyone knows, like, don't ever get it fucked up about what our opinions are about certain things.
Right.
Um,
I'm celebrating the monarchy, and you're like,
right.
right.
Opposites attract. No.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'll wear something really like revolutionary next time.
Sure. And I'll wear. Oh, I have a British shirt.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll bring out the Union Jack.
We'll keep flip flopping it. Yes. Okay. Well,
Well, I feel like everyone was really excited about us talking about fan fiction, so we're gonna keep doing it a little bit.
no, yeah. Especially because you mentioned Apogee in like the first one,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, like I don't know what you're talking about, blah blah blah. And then I did read it.
Yes, you did. So tell us about it. How did you experience Apogee?
I thought that it was good. I thought that it was good. So basically, like how you said in the first episode, like it is the two of them in space, and it's just the two of them because something bad did happen.
And notice
Um,
that I never said something bad doesn't happen. I
yeah,
stayed silent on that.
which is you just saying. I mean, you might as well have just said that, that something. Staying silent and then just saying that something bad did happen feels the same. Especially because I was like, so something bad did happen, and you didn't say anything. Well, the
Was
point
it
is,
really bad considering where they ended up?
no. I mean, here's the thing: what any fan fiction that I'm going to read that like comes through Leah means
Mhm.
that it has a happy ending because that's specifically what I requested. That is the one thing that I requested when
Right.
receiving fan fiction. So I knew,
In the delivery notes, it's like, and don't give me major character death.
yeah.
I did not.
There wasn't. I did tell you, like, there were a couple of times where I was like, maybe she forgot about my one rule because I did get scared several times that it was about to be over 10
Oh
for
my God, my
them.
heart was racing.
Yeah.
When he was like
So,
doing a spacewalk. Anyway, yeah,
no.
get into it.
Right. Before I start getting into it. Yeah, basically it's just them in space and then Rose and Cliff and Hayden and Svetlana are all there with Ilya and Shane. Something bad happens to where everyone's okay, but they had to be separated. And then
Mhm.
Ilya and Shane were just like waiting for their impending doom.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, like they were okay, but it was kind of scary. And it was just basically them telling each other, like, we don't like each other, I guess, but then also, like, we're obsessed with each other since the day that we saw each other, kind of. So, okay. And so there's that. And also, the research that was done, there were full paragraphs where I was like, I'm reading something, I don't know what I just read.
And it's like what we said in episode 1, where it's like, if there's something I'm gonna do, it's learn when I
Yes.
read a fan fiction.
I
And
mean, if you gave me a piece of paper with a pop quiz and gave me multiple choice, I probably wouldn't get it right. But maybe I would have, like, right after reading it. But it was a lot of really good, interesting, like, hydrogen and then other terms.
well, I feel like now, also spoilers, obviously. Now I feel like if there's ever a situation in which I'm stuck in space and there's a solar storm or whatever coming, I know I need to get behind the H2O.
Period. Because the hydrogen blocks it. I
Hmm.
also, yeah, like how you said, I feel like I learned a lot. My favorite part was at the very end. I did get emotional. I don't think I cried, but I did get emotional with the whole like tennis ball because, and that's what I'm like. And before I start, and here I go. When people introduce things that feel small, but then it comes back around in the end, how do you do that? How
It's
do you
in,
do that?
it's insane.
So basically, like, all Ilya does is, like, well, not all he does. No shade. He's, like, an engineer or whatever. He does very important stuff. But one of the things that he does when he's not, like, doing his job is, like, throwing a tennis ball up against the wall. And it's aggravating to Shane because, like, okay. But then
Yeah.
towards the end, I think the author was basically saying, like, he keeps like throwing it up against the wall because he doesn't have like someone to throw it to or something, and like he trusts that it'll come back to him. But if he like gives it, if he throws it to somebody else, he doesn't know if it'll come back to him necessarily. But then towards the end, he trusts Shane enough to like throw it to him. So by the end, they were like throwing it back and forth to each other because they had like had sex, and they were like, if we don't die, we have to be together forever. So I thought that was quite beautiful.
And I also loved like them being like we have to be together forever because obviously we talked about in home economics how it's so classic Shane and Ilya to never have a conversation about how they should be together. And I really love that like they did that. Like that we got that closure, that it wasn't like, oh, they'll get back to Earth and then who knows. It's like we know that they will be together forever, that they want to make it work on Earth.
The issue is, in this reality, Ilya lives in Russia. No?
Yes. And I was thinking about that, but that's not something that um that's not like that's not like important. Like he'll move to the US or to Canada. There's no teams here.
Right.
Besides the Raiders and the Metros, obviously.
Well, period. Wait, and whose side are you on?
You know I'm Ottawa all the way.
But you said Raiders and the Metros.
I
So whose team
know.
are you on?
I forgot I forgot there's a third option that I'm gonna do. Well,
A
obviously
secret
I'm not
third
the
option.
Metros.
And that's the thing, because if I like had I not read the long game, I would have been like, I'm Metros down.
Yeah, but we also, I guess, like, don't know how the Raiders would have reacted to Ilya
That's true.
being out because he moved.
That is true, but I also feel like the vibe, the Boston vibe, I don't think is my vibe in general. So now we're getting into like the geopolitical. So I think I'm already like not feeling it just for like in my current reality. But I'm also
Right.
not choosing the Metros because of what I know. So I
Right.
guess I too am choosing the secret third option. Plan C. Ottawa.
And that's how we end up here.
Right.
Um, yeah, we got off Apogee so quick. And let's circle back.
Right. To circle back, I thought that it was really good. I haven't read Wolfbird and I won't because it's not done, but I know that that's like the same author, right?
Yeah, and Nutcracker is the same author.
Oh, okay, yeah. I started Nutcracker. I haven't finished it. I will finish it. The only like major critique that I had about Apogee that I told you about is spoilers. The scene leading I know, I'm sure that it's like hard to create a scene leading up to two people having sex for the first time. I can see how that could be hard. So I'm not even like trying to clock her like that. But Ilya making a whole big deal about like Shane being a virgin
Mm-hmm.
and being like he like actively seemed genuinely mad that no one had taken his virginity or something like that.
Yeah.
I I did skip a paragraph or two because I said I'm not fucking reading this. Like it did feel so cringy that I was like, let's fast forward to them actually just having sex. Like that it was too much for me personally.
Yeah. I feel like it was supposed to be like, oh, Shane has like dated people. Like he was dating Rose. And Ilya's like, you're telling me you literally were like dating people and no one was like, let's get to it. And I guess it's setting up for Shane being like, I actually never wanted anyone but you. Like that's actually the
Yeah.
truth. Like I've literally been obsessed with you since the moment I saw you, and so like no one else. But yeah, I can see how we just want to get to it.
Yeah, I or
And
we
you
could have I didn't necessarily like want to like get into them having sex, but I wanted a transition that felt more because he felt so intense. Like when he was doing it, when he was talking, it felt so like, whoa, like,
yeah.
but anyway, other than that, I liked it. They obviously survived, spoiler. They worked hard as hell. Like,
Smart.
we're about to have a Canadian Russian, like, media circus because they're going to be in love. So I'm happy about that.
Really. My one question that I had while reading it, I don't know how to say this, was where do the fluids go? Because I've seen, and that's fine because they're so into each other, like they're not worrying that there's things floating around. That is okay. But I've seen those videos of the astronauts being like, look at my water, it's floating around in little droplets. So in my head, yeah, I was like, oh, there's just floating around the space station.
No, I thought when they did what they had to do and then they left the room, I was like, oh, y'all just left this upside down. Like, it felt like I'm looking at like a teenager's bedroom or something. Like, oh, y'all didn't even think to, like, y'all just walked or whatever they did, floated out. Yeah, that was
That's someone
nasty.
else's business. Well, Ilya literally says, like, we gotta bang, and if we die, like, they'll come up here and just, like, find the evidence.
Okay, so now that like y'all are waiting for the safety mission or whatever to come, y'all need to get to it. Like y'all need to actually get the Swiffer out because that's fucking disgusting.
Anyway, so people should keep giving us recommendations. Basically,
Yeah.
also every single college university alternate universe, I've been there.
Oh my god. I'm sure that's cute and fun.
Yeah, like Shane Ilya rival fraternities, been there.
You're losing me. You're losing me fast.
Yeah.
The thing about it, I'm still in my like I don't even have an AO3 account still. So literally that's the biggest mug I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
Podcasts are a visual medium, so I'm gonna say this mug is about the size of my head.
No, it is literally the size of your head. It looks like a bowl with a handle on it.
It is. It's my tea mug for when I make my bowl of sleepy time tea at night. Because I'm addicted to sleepy time tea. And you can't see inside because there's water, but it's like a storybook theme. But it's like this Dutch mug company. They're all in this style. And then inside is Thumbelina coming out of her little flower. So when you finish your tea, you see her there. But yeah, it's the biggest mug in the whole world. And I'm obsessed with it. I spent $13 on it, 13 euros. So I don't know how much that is. Worth every penny.
I do want to mention technically a manifestation that came true.
Yes.
So on I think the first episode, my manifestation was I hope that Hudson gets to be featured in some type of like show or movie that is like mostly people of color.
Yes.
And then obviously the Loive, I think that's how you say her name. I don't know if that's correct, but I think I've looked it up a long time ago. Loive's new Mad Woman music video.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that like the dancers all seem to be people of color, and then the like main cast were all half Asian, half Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I do just want to say that like my manifestation did work. It's still on the board because I should have clarified that I want it to be like maybe people that are like monoracial. You know what I mean? Like I think that's kind of what that's what I internally imply, but I didn't make that clear to the universe. But I do want to acknowledge that like technically my manifestation did come true.
Right.
So.
And thank you so much for putting that out in the universe.
Right.
Personally, because and I know we said we weren't going to talk about Hudson and Connor, and this I'm going to keep it so we can cut stuff. I'm going to keep it so respectful right now. Okay? Stop it. I'm going to keep it respectful. I actually can't.
I'm not responding. No. Say if
I'm literally blushing. Anyway.
Be yourself.
So, there was something about him in that music video that when he's coming out of the pool, I actually had to pause it and take a moment. That was so crazy. What are we doing? First of all, why am I acting like this at my big age? At the age of 28 years old. My reaction to a movie star in a music video should not be like this. And then on top of that, to get the Peloton ad.
This is where I draw.
I'm sorry, I have to say it.
I didn't know you were going there.
I'm gonna be so respectful to myself and to him. But that was crazy. That was crazy that they did that. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Leah, you know that You know that I have to be mum's the word because quite literally, like, I'm afraid that if I start, I won't stop. Y'all are gonna have to literally call somebody to come in here and like get me and like tranquilize my fucking ass. So I'm not responding. I'm actively like having self-discipline.
All I'm gonna say is those two pieces of media were watched, recognized, internalized, and now I'll move on.
Just know that I hear you, I see you, and know that like our Instagram DMs to each other and also our messages to each other say exactly how I feel about the situation, and I cannot speak on this publicly.
Moving on.
Moving on, we do want to get into the main topic of the episode, which is study abroad.
Yeah.
We're coming up on almost 10 years.
That's so crazy.
Since
I
we
can't believe it.
No, literally, like, hopping off the plane at LAX with a dream in our cardigan. Like, so, as we told you, we did meet in German class, so obviously it only made sense that study abroad was, like, in a German-speaking place, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I chose Switzerland because I thought it was a beautiful place, and that is the only reason. That is the only reason. I didn't think logically about anything else besides it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And so I chose Switzerland.
And I chose Germany. Trump was elected in 2016.
Yes.
And I was like, I've got to learn German because I might want to get out of here in a real way.
Yeah.
And like the only way for me to really like get this language down and maybe be able to like move to Germany and live in Germany and work in Germany is if I'm there for a year. So then I was like, I'll just go to Marburg, Germany for a year.
Of course.
Of course. If you've never heard of that town, it's because it's this big, teeny tiny microscopic university town an hour outside of Frankfurt. So kind of like in the middle of everything. And you went to like a big city, so that's fun.
Yeah, I did go to a big city. I went to Bern. The actual capital, Zurich, is not the capital of Switzerland.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't even remember why I chose Bern. I think I applied to Bern, Switzerland, and then I think I heard that there was a good art history program in Liechtenstein.
Hell yeah. Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know how I ended up in Bern. I don't know if they were the first people that accepted me or the only people or what, but I chose Bern for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so I was in Bern. So that was, like 3 hours away from you. I think like 3 or 4 hours away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
By train.
Yeah, if the trains were working, which...
They were always working for me, but I was in Switzerland.
Right.
So...
And this will not be a rant about the German train.
That was in 2017, so we left fall of 2017, and we both stayed for 2 semesters, which was always my plan. I always felt like 1 semester wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So that was always my plan no matter where, to go to like 2 semesters somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I also didn't understand why people would just do 1 semester because you could get all the credits you needed. But
I'm assuming it was like related to internships or like there were things that like we missed out on because we didn't have like at least 1 semester junior year.
Right.
But
it also like cost money and we like couldn't work when we were there. So
yeah.
I'm gonna like be like, yes.
Right.
A privilege for sure.
Right. So
yeah.
We were 2 people with determined minds going to 2 different countries. And I'm sure our German teacher was really happy about that. Except for nobody told me that Swiss German is not the same as German. So love that.
That was so crazy. She never once said that to you. You like talked to her about going to Switzerland and she was like, that's amazing. And she wasn't like, by the way, it's a different language.
If she did say that, she must have also been like, but like they're similar. Like there's no way that she was like, it is completely different, not the same.
No. I mean, I go to Switzerland with my German boyfriend and he pretends like he's not German because he doesn't want to have to deal with not understanding what the fuck they're saying.
No, they're like the accent, the words, it's not. I had a friend, she is like half Swiss, half Costa Rican, and she moved to Switzerland after high school, and she literally had to request for the final exam to be in proper, like in high German, because she did
Yeah.
not know what the fuck. So,
That was crazy. Did you do your classes in German?
yeah, I did. I, I did two or three classes in German. One of them I ended up failing because I did the final exam in English and I got so nervous that I couldn't answer a single fucking question. And then the other one, I legitimately don't know how I passed. He must have been like, I feel bad for her. But yeah.
I did not do a single, besides taking like a German language class, I did not do a single class in German. In fact, I took like three political science classes, and then the rest of the classes I took were English literature. So
Yeah.
I was in a class with like six German people talking about Shakespeare, and I was like, you guys, this is the easiest class in the world. I
And
don't know
that's
what to tell you.
I should have also, I forgot why I didn't do that. I guess I wanted to push myself, or maybe there just wasn't, I wanted to like get credit towards like art history,
Yeah.
which was my major. Girl, I was on some crazy shit. I was actually on some fucking crazy shit. So we did wanted to just recap our study abroad experience.
Yeah. I'm excited to because I haven't talked to you about study abroad in so long because that was such a pivotal moment in our lives and in our friendship
Yeah.
that I think, okay, get into it. The good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, so I wanted to do the good, bad, and the ugly. I do have notes. Let me see. So, yeah, so we were there. Well, I was there from September 2017 to literally the last day in May of 2018. Um, so, so I did put like for the good. I said like the scenery was absolutely beautiful. Like I do. Switzerland
Yeah.
is like high key my second home. Like I do think that it's the most beautiful place I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah.
There's so many places that like I went and I didn't even know where I was because my friends were just like, I saw this random place like on Instagram, like let's go. And it was like the most beautiful shit I ever been. Like,
Yeah.
so the scenery was beautiful. I do think that like it helped a lot with my stress. Like sometimes I would take the long way home. Like I would take the tram, like the street car instead of the train to just like
Yeah.
decompress. And I think that that helped me. The next thing that I thought was a good thing was like the school trips. So I went to France for my school trip. I think both school trips was France because we were closer to France than to Germany. I thought that was really nice. We went to Strasbourg, the place where everybody like danced so much that they like died or they
Yeah.
passed out. Right. And we went somewhere else, Basel, but that's in Switzerland. Anyway, that was really nice. And there was, for one of my final exams, I had to write about like a review of an exhibition at one of the museums. And I decided to go to London because my friend that I met interning the summer before moved to London to get her master's. And so I would visit her. And that was really nice to just like feel like I can like go somewhere for school,
Yeah.
technically.
And it's like London.
Right. So, and that was also the same time that like Harry and Meghan got married. So like the vibes were high. Like we were like, period. Like, and then the other things were like the vegetarian options. They had so many vegetarian options in the grocery store. Everybody was complaining about like how expensive meat is. I wouldn't know.
I forget that we're both vegetarian.
Oh my God. Period. So, yeah, I wouldn't fucking know. It wasn't just like regular things. They also had like a bunch of like cookies and stuff that were vegan.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but I took a picture. Anyway, and then traveling was really nice. Like we went so many places. Like there were times where I would just like skip class just because it's like, but the plane to Malta is at 2, so I can't be in class if I gotta go to Malta. Like I don't know. So like yeah. I also like Lydia, my friend who's still literally my best friend. She studied abroad for a year in Tokyo, and so I went from Switzerland, and then I did like a layover in London, stayed at my friend's house, and then flew all the way over the entire European Asian continent to go to Tokyo, and I was there for like 2 nights. Like it was crazy.
I remember, I forgot about this, but now my memory is jogged. I remember being like, this is the most insane, but also the most admirable thing that anyone has ever done.
That was fun. Met a lot of people. It's always fun to like, when multiple people are on study abroad at once and like they're all talking about people and then you get to meet them in real life and you're like, wait, this is the person that you were talking about this entire time? Like, yeah, obviously we can get into that later, but like that was fun for me to see Lydia sing, and then also like all my friends visiting. Just you and one other person visited me the entire time. It's fine. But friends visiting was also really fun. Yeah. I mean, Leah did visit me first semester.
Like early, like November.
Yeah, and then I visited you closer to Christmas time.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. I remember we went crazy. Like one of the goods is also like this place called Cuba Bar. I don't know if it still exists, and I hope that it does. It's like
we have to go back, by the way.
No. Literally, I was like, I want to go back to Switzerland so bad, but there's nobody that I don't want to go by myself again. I want to go with somebody, but there's no one that like would go, like would spend money to go to Switzerland. Right. Period.
I'm literally so close.
I forgot. Yeah. I want to do that so bad just to like see what the vibes are these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to Cuba Bar, which is like a 6-minute run from the main train station. I know that for reasons that
you were sprinting.
No, literally more than once was like, oh, the last bus out, like the Moonliner that goes in the middle of the night, the last bus out is coming up right now. We have to actually go right now.
Right.
And then running to the main train station. The Hauptbahnhof. Period.
As it's called.
Right, thank you. I went on your Finsta to find photos of us going out, and it was 11/11, like it was November 11th. Mm-hmm. We were celebrating that for whatever reason. We went crazy. Like we literally every single weekend, me and the people in my program like partied so serious. Like every single and we got in trouble almost every single weekend.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
But literally. So you got to meet everybody. That was fun.
It was so fun. I just remember, like, so, because I was at, like, I'll get into it, but I was having, like, a similar experience, and it was just, like, the most chaos in the whole world, but, like, we were so happy to be there. Like, we didn't want to know what was gonna happen next. Mm-mm. Like, there's a picture of us literally lying on the floor somewhere. Where are we?
I know exactly where we are because I obviously like know that building so well. We were waiting on the elevator. We are directly in front of the elevator. So we were waiting for the elevator to take, because we went all the way up to like the 18th floor. So we were waiting for the elevator to come, and we decided to like, let's just like lay down. Like, I don't know. Let's just lay down on the ground as we wait for the elevator to come.
Also in those pictures, I have the most 2017 makeup of all time. Like, the foundation is caked. I was caking and baking. Black winged eyeliner. Incredible. It was a moment in time.
It was, because I had been talking shit about, and we'll get into the bad and the ugly later, but I had been talking shit about so many men in my program, and I was just so glad that you met them. Like, we ended up bonding with some people that were like, seemed to have kindness in their hearts.
Yes.
Wasn't that many of them, but it was still really fun. And I'm glad that you came.
But it was so crazy to see them who must not be named.
Right.
The people who must not be named. Because it's really like, I know everything about you. Like, you are a character in my head, and now I'm sitting here at this pregame in this student apartment looking at you.
Yep.
That was so crazy. I love that.
Yeah. But I feel like that was good. Like, that was a part of my good because it felt like after all this time of being around, like, nonsense. And also, like, can I say, I was the nonsense. I was a part of the nonsense. It was just nice to, like, have somebody that I know come around, even though you did have to sleep on the floor. And I still am, like, really sorry about that because I did not take into consideration the fact that maybe I should go get an air mattress. And then I was like, where the fuck do I get an air mattress in Switzerland?
And by the way, I don't remember sleeping on the floor. So it was like such an amazing weekend. I also assume we did not sleep very much.
Oh, I don't think.
Also, I was 75 sheets to the wind. Like, I could have slept. I was on the floor in front of the elevator. Like,
I know, like,
I could have slept anywhere.
like when you pregame so hard that like you're actually fucked up before you go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So, yeah, and then I did visit you.
Yeah. What do you remember about that?
I remember going to the museum. We went to Frankfurt.
Oh,
and we went to the museum.
With my friend Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember...
Yeah.
Huh?
That was so funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Here's the thing about me with study abroad. And this is like, it gives the same energy as people who are like, I peaked in high school. I don't think I peaked on study abroad, but it was like some of the best times of my life.
Wow.
Maybe. Actually, don't know that. Maybe not, but like, I look back on it with such fondness. Like, I had such a good time, and it was so transformative and like needed in my life. And I loved meeting people from different places. And like, I loved going out every weekend. I loved like the bar scene. Just like, again, it felt so much safer than the US in that I could really like see where the night was gonna take me and not feel like I have to be really cautious about things, because before that, obviously, I like wasn't 21. I really wasn't going out to clubs. I was going to like fraternity parties at Georgia Tech. And those are like not maybe a place where I was letting my guard down.
For sure.
So being able to go out and be like, I can go to the club and then go to an absinthe bar and then like go to another bar and then go to another club and walk home by myself at 6 a.m. and just like enjoy the sun rising. That was so liberating for me. I don't know. I loved it. And obviously I loved it so much, I literally live in Europe now. Like, I came back. I was like, I need to come back.
Right.
But my liver suffered to the point where that's probably going to come back at some point in my life. And it's going to be like, it's because you drank nearly every day.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I literally was such, like, middle school, high school, I was such a prude. Like, I gave myself a purity ring. Like, nobody asked me to do it. Like, I put it on my own finger. Like,
yeah.
If I found out that anybody, like, smoked weed or whatever, like, we wouldn't be friends anymore. Like, I was so, like, intense about it. So once I got into college, I was like, I can't drink because I'm underage. Like, so when I got to Europe and I could, like, legally get down... Oh, so that's what a blackout is. So, like, looking at the video and being like, oh, wait, I did that? I don't remember that at all. Oh. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah. I also, maybe this is TMI. We can cut it, but, like, we don't have to. It was, like, I was literally, like, not having sex before I went on study abroad. First month there, I was like, it's time. It's time for me to get this done. And then I really took that and ran with it.
Literally. And here's my other thing. As you can tell from like what I had just said, obviously I hadn't had sex. And I didn't have sex the entire study abroad. But you should know that I had a whole like pencil case stuffed with condoms. Like I was like, I'm going to use these. I came back with the exact same amount of condoms that like I left with. But like the plan was still like similar to yours. I just couldn't execute it.
So anyway, that was my good, kind of.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm glad to know that like those were like some of your best memories and all those other good things.
Yeah.
I think when you were talking, I did think about like, yeah, I don't remember class like that, I guess, besides the classes that I failed because that was just so cringy. Like I felt so uncomfortable like knowing that like, oh, I'm doing a really bad job. Um but I did like the community that came out of it. Like there were like traditions that would happen in class that like I would pick up on. And so by semester, like the second semester, I was like, yeah, y'all don't know that like we knock. Did you used to do that? Like knock on the
Yes.
desk at the end of the class?
Yes, that was so crazy. I forgot
Yes.
about that.
Maybe it's a German thing, but yeah, that was always really fun. Um, I don't really know any other traditions, but I thought it was just really nice
Yeah,
to
because you like
have.
integrated by that point. You were like, I'm Swiss now.
Period.
I've been here.
Oh, period. Because I knew the places that I was going to eat. Like, I knew how to get. I don't think I. The only time I ever got lost was when I was, like, trying to go from one country to another. Like, I was always, like, I knew exactly where I was going. And I didn't even have, like, international service. So, like, if I wasn't connected to Wi Fi, I was not communicating. So,
That's
I figured it out. So, I think that that was also good just to, like, know what the fuck and, like, where the fuck.
yeah.
Um, even when it came to like eating stuff, period. So that was good.
I remember we got such a good falafel when we were in Bern.
Okay, in 2020, I went on the Swiss like Hauptbahnhof website just to see if that falafel place was still active because they had like the halloumi cheese with like the french fries. Y'all want me to go crazy. Like y'all want me to go and eat here it was literally so good. They knew me over there. That and then you told me about the Burger King had like the vegetarian burger.
Yes.
So
Changed my
they were
life.
seeing me. Yeah, they were also seeing me. Like yeah, period. I love, I just love stuff like that. I almost said I love Europe, but then I was like, I think that's going too far. I won't say that, but yeah.
Well, when you come visit me in the Netherlands, there's these places where they like put the burgers in like almost a vending machine. Like you get it out of like a
Hmm.
little cubby in the wall, and they always have vegetarian chicken, vegetarian burgers. Like it's, and you just go there in the train station. I always go there so drunk. I'm like, give me a veggie cheese. Give me a veggie chicken cheese.
Right.
It's so good. €5 50, and I'm having the time of my life.
I'm gonna scream. I'm about to spin my. Yeah. So, anyway, so those are all the good things. I wouldn't say that I had the best time. I feel like I had some of the worst times of my life, but I will say that there were like a lot of funny times, and there were a lot of people that like I connected with that overall I really enjoyed spending my time with. So I think that that's good not to just feel completely alone because I know some people studied abroad and they just felt completely alone the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
I think I was disappointed because when I don't know if you were at that meeting at Agnes Scott where it was like a panel of people that had just studied abroad and every single one of them had met somebody that is now their boyfriend and they're doing long distance.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, so like probability wise, like it's a 100% chance that like I will find somebody. And so I think I was like mostly coming in with like the wrong mindset and like assuming that something will come true when like it didn't.
Right.
And also, I was being such a brat. Like, but anyway, do you want to get into the bad?
I think you should get into the bad.
Okay.
I want to hear it. I've been talking.
Okay, so my bad. I mean, I want to just start off by saying I want to start off by saying, I mean, I guess we could say like failing 2 classes is a bad. Like, I shouldn't have failed 2 classes. I did have to make up for it by taking like 2 extra classes first semester senior year. So I was taking like 6 classes, and that was like hell on wheat. It wasn't bad, but it was just like really, really stressful because I had failed 2 classes before. But anyway, right. But I think a bad, like the first thing that I can think of is I was missing being around other people with brown skin. Like, not just like black people, but just like there was one other black woman in my program, and then other than that, that was it. And we didn't really talk like that. She was really nice. I still follow her on Instagram. She's like married and like whatever. She's like great. But we had 2 different friend groups because I have like, I think from middle school, I have like I find the popular people and I want to be around them because I think I like want the attention from the male. It's a whole thing that I've been unpacking for the past like 15 years. Anyway, so she was in her own group and I was like addicted to staying in the popular group because there was somebody in that group that like I wanted his attention so bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I think I was missing that, and I made a post about like how I miss being around black people. I think also because when I was like in the train station, I would see them, like I would see other black people like hang out with each other, but I just have so much social anxiety that I was afraid to walk up to them. Like, what if they didn't want to talk to me? What if they couldn't speak English? Like, it was a whole thing. And so like I was also like resenting myself for not making my own opportunity to like find connection there. Anyway, so I made a whole post about like how I miss being around other black people, and people took it really wrong.
Yeah. And
that was like a bad that's like kind of where it's all where it all began, besides like when we get into the ugly. And so that was a bad for me just because there were like people that I had made friends with. Like, someone had studied abroad from Switzerland and was in our German class. Or was she in our German class? She was, like, a tutor for the German class.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she, like, picked me up from the airport. Like, I met her family. Like, it was all cool. And then when I post this, she, like, takes it as an affront on her. How? And that's so right. It was, like, I lost her as a friend. It was a whole thing. So, like, that's, like, the beginning of my bad. Like, I just felt kind of misunderstood in a way that was, like, what is wrong? Like, I know it's not me. Sometimes it is me. But anyway. Also, another another story that is, like, kind of diabolical is, do you remember did I tell you about when, like, the SWAT team came into my building?
Yes. I forgot about that. Oh, my God.
So the SWAT team, that's not a joke or a lie. I'm not exaggerating. The SWAT, I don't know what the Swiss SWAT is called, but like maybe it's also called SWAT. I don't know what SWAT stands for. The SWAT team came into our fucking building.
Yeah.
Picture this. Picture me butt-ass naked, like asleep. Picture me butt-ass naked, no clothes on, asleep. And in the pitch black dark, and all of a sudden I can hear whatever they were saying in German, and they kept repeating it. I'm assuming it was something like, we are the SWAT team, like, y'all need to get up and open your doors right now. And they went down every single room and bust in there because they were trying to look for this guy. I forgot what country he was from. It was, like, somewhere in, like, Eastern Europe, I think. Anyway, and he was a whole nother situation because he was like mentally unstable. Like, there were times where we had like a shared shower situation, like a co-ed shower, which is already like, maybe don't do that. But I would be in the shower and I knew it was him because he would be talking to himself, speaking in whatever language he was. And then he would start punching the wall. And I don't know if he's talking to me, if he's mad about something else. Like, that's the type of... So, anyway, so the rumor was he was involved in a shooting the night before. I think he was in the car. I don't think the person with the gun was him, but he was involved in a shooting the night before. And so the night of, the SWAT team found his floor, which was my floor, which is like the 17th floor or the 18th floor, bust into every single room. I'm butt naked. I could hear people screaming down the hall. And I'm like, maybe I should put some clothes on. Like, I don't know. And so I put my clothes on. I put my fucking clothes on, and my ass, I was like, okay, I'm going to have my clothes on, but I don't want to seem like I'm asleep because then they're going to have to wake me up and it's going to be awkward. It was a whole, like, this is the worst possible thing to happen for somebody with, like, social anxiety. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is the most natural way for the SWAT team with their guns drawn to come into my room. Okay, so I decide
You're
to, like...
literally YN in this moment, by the
No,
way.
literally. So I unlock my door because I'm like, we don't have to, you know, let's just not even play with that. I unlock my door, and I just stand there. Luckily, these people are, like, trained professionals because they open the door. I'm in the pitch black dark just fucking standing there with my clothes on. Luckily, I had clothes on.
It's the alien meme of the door opening.
Yeah. No, that was literally fucking me. Long story short, they turned my whole room upside down, and my assumption was that they would put it back together since they fucked it up. No. They leave. Everybody's like, and not only that, when they come in, they make you leave so that they're not doing the search when you're in the room. So I think I was barefoot. I'm in the stairwell with everybody else from my floor just standing there with masked individuals from the SWAT team with their guns, like holding their gun. What's going on? Like, literally, what the fuck's going on? And so I come back in, my room's turned upside down. Literally the equivalent of something being turned upside down. And so I think I go to sleep eventually, or maybe I stay up the entire time later on in the day. Because I also tattled, like, I went into my Facebook Messenger group chat and I was like, they were looking for this guy. Just so y'all know, just in case they come to your place, they didn't. It was just my floor because they were looking for him. They couldn't find him. He wasn't there. Just in case you didn't know. Later in the day, I get a knock on my door. I don't have a peephole. I open the door. It's like the, what they call it? RA. Like the RA and him.
The criminal.
Yes. Opens the door because she wants him to apologize to me because I'm the one that, like, put it in the group chat of, like, 100 people being like, this is just happening to me right now. Like, the SWAT team is fucking in here right now. It was so fucking uncomfortable. I'm there barefoot. I'm in my room. I'm there barefoot. He's apologizing to me, like, and his head's down, and he looked kind of like, I guess, disappointed in him. So I don't know what the fuck, but she made him apologize, and I was like, oh, it's okay. No, the fuck it's not. Like, we was all woke up at like 1 a.m. Anyway, and that's the last time I think that he had ever caused problems. And the next semester, he was fucking gone, and they replaced him with someone else in his room.
Yeah,
it
probably
was
his visa. They were like, you can no longer be in this country.
Oh shit.
They probably were like, you literally got involved in a crime, like, your visa is expired, get out.
Yeah. No, so that's part of my bad, not part of my ugly. But, so that's just a story to tell. I mean, that was the fucking and of course it was him. Like, he was always, like, screaming and punching walls, and he just seemed so upset all the fucking time, speaking in a language that, it wasn't German. It was something that I didn't know what it was. I forgot. They said where he was from, but I forgot where. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's, like, my biggest bad. I think also, like, I've already mentioned me being a brat.
Mm-hmm.
I acted a fool. Like, there were times where I look back and I'm like, okay, and why did I do that? And why did I do that? So that's a bad for me because it's like, I was, for the first time ever, confronted with the fact that, like, when I'm in uncomfortable situations back then, I act so in a way that I don't want to act. Like, I'm, like, such a brat.
Which is so funny because I would never like say that about you.
I
Like
mean,
there's never a situation in which I was like, Kennedy's acting like a brat now. Like you were so nice.
I'm screaming. And I, like, when I told my friend, who her and I were, like, frenemies for real, but now we're, like, actually friends, Andrea from the program, I told her about, like, I apologized to her, and she was like, I think we all kind of acted, like, crazy. Like, I think we were all just, like, really young and, like, not on our best behavior. And so I felt kind of
Oh
better
yeah.
about that.
I mean, I was acting insane.
Oh, talk
So,
about, like, this is late bloomers when they are exposed to like their first like person that they could possibly maybe like have sex with or like be with in like in a real way. Oh, I acted
yeah.
it was fucking embarrassing. And we're gonna get into the ugly once I get there, but that's my bad.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about. Like, the bad was just like, I feel like it was woven into every day. Like you're saying, like me acting crazy every single day. And I guess, like, the worst thing that I
Yes.
did was be like, this is not real life.
Oh yeah.
Like, I am not in real life right now. There's no way. First semester, I had a crush on every single horrible guy from Iowa State University that was in my program. Consider that. Before I realized I hated American men. I was like, I need their attention. I need to, yeah. These are the worst men you've ever met in your whole life, and I am going to be the most pick-me you have ever seen. Like, it was not even.
When I tell you, like, we actually define pick me. Like, we were
Yeah.
the children of, like, the original pick me's.
No, it's like that word is in the dictionary because I did it first. I don't know, like, it's.
100%.
And it's like, once again, the worst. Like, one of these guys was like, I can't wait to be in the military. And I was like, you want me bad. What am I doing? What am I doing? It was so embarrassing. Second semester I kind of got over it, and that's when I was like really integrating in with like the Germans of it all. That was a whole other situation, but first semester, because I was in this program specifically for like American exchange students, it was like, yeah, it was not. I thought I was so special and cool because I like wasn't from Iowa. I was like, I go to a small liberal arts college and like I'm better than you, but also like I need you to want me. And it was like the like holdover from being in college and like going to fraternity parties and being like, I want these fraternity boys to want me. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. But yeah, then I like had access to them every day, and I was like, wow. Did I end up getting with any of them? No, I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
Right.
But yeah, that was probably like that was bad. That was like not okay of me to be acting that way.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure like other people have other things to say about the
Oh,
way that I
yeah.
acted. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even want to know.
100. Yeah, if you're listening, like, drop it down in the comments, like, how you think that Leah acted. Like,
It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Uh-uh.
yeah.
And again, just the partying and drinking, but I don't think that that's like inherently bad. But it definitely got to
Yeah.
the point where it's like, maybe slow it down. Also, like, why was I smoking cigarettes?
I remember
Like,
that.
by the way, I got to Europe and I was like, I smoke cigarettes now. By the way,
Right.
I'm gonna ruin my lungs.
Right.
So, I don't know. I don't know if there was like any. Wait. No, I'm like thinking about like the bad because also I have the kind of brain that I edit out every bad thing that happens to me in the past. I only am like, it was an amazing time. And then I think about it
Yeah.
and I'm like, that was actually traumatic and you've just like edited it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the ugly.
I mean, let's get into the ugly. I mean, I have one
Yeah.
ugly. I have an ugly that is so it's actually I guess multiple things, but it in my brain is all one thing that's ugly. Um I think so basically my I'm about to like lift my leg up so high. You can't even see it in the camera. I had a crush on somebody that quite literally like I allowed him to wreck my mental and emotional state and well-being.
Yeah.
That was the first time in my life that I realized if somebody doesn't like me, then like if somebody likes you, they will make it clear and they will make it plain.
Yeah.
There's no having to like do all these different things to like see if they like you, and like well, when he drinks he likes me more, like when he drinks he likes me less and he's mean to me, like we anyway, long story short, I had a crush on this guy who did not like me back, and although he showed every sign that he didn't like me and he was very mean, especially when he got drunk, I took that as I remember like on my Finsta being like, by the end of September, I knew he wasn't shit. But I was like, I'm addicted. Like it felt like legitimately an addiction.
Yeah.
Like I kept going back to him even though he was so mean. He was kissing other people, and when he got drunk, he was so fucking he had alcohol. Like I'm going to allege that he had alcoholism. He was he would get drunk all the time and be so mean. And if he couldn't bring anyone else home, he would come to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, that whole thing was just a very ugly situation because he was so mean and he was so disrespectful. He was racist. He was so disgusting. And I kept putting myself around him because I felt so intensely like attracted to him. I think also because all of my friends were still his friends, even though I would tell them and they would see with their own two eyes like how mean he was to me. So even if I didn't want to be around him, if I wanted to hang out with my friends, then I had to be around him. And it got to a point where like I felt so like traumatized by what he did. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I felt so traumatized by what he did that I started like wetting the bed. Like it like I was actually like mentally not okay.
I mean, I knew that he was like horrible, but I did not know.
Yeah, like something that I haven't done since I was like 3 or something like that. Like it was like very like I was very not
I mean, it was,
okay.
like, you were in like an abusive situation.
I think so.
Like I would say, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it felt very like tricky to get out of the situation because I also like wanted his attention, and I thought maybe like this time he will be normal. Because maybe he acted normal like very briefly like one time last week, so maybe this week he'll like be normal, and then he fucking wasn't. And I was telling everybody that I thought I could trust that like I liked him, and thinking back on it, I'm sure they all told him like there's no way that he didn't know. Like I made it so clear that I liked him. And I just have since learned that like reciprocation is absolutely key. And I also learned that like when somebody likes me, I start backing away. Like I'm like, oh, this is a lot like that you like me. But then like if someone doesn't like me and I like them, I feel super intense about it. And so I just like have to like I learned like how to not do that as much. And at the end of the day, he was also there for 2 semesters. And at once I thought it was a blessing, and it soon turned into a curse. I blocked him on Instagram. It was like, new semester, new me. Like, I'm never allowing this shit ever, 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 ever. So, that's my ugly.
I like maybe because I was just like on one, like I forgot how absolutely awful he was.
Yeah.
Like that he wasn't just like normal boy awful, like he was actually like terrible to you.
Yeah.
And I think it's like amazing that you like after the first semester were like I'm not putting up with that anymore. Like obviously like yeah, I don't know. Like I think there's like a lot of people that wouldn't do that. So
I
like
mean,
they were like no. Like it took time,
it definitely took
but
time.
like still.
It took time. It took a lot of like racist comments, and I still came back, and like making out with other girls in front of me, and I still came back, and like all that type of stuff, and I still came back. And then I guess, I don't know, like something just, I think we needed time away from each other.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I was like, oh, I'm never doing this shit ever again. And I was like, oh, I'm determined to only be with people that make it clear that they like me
Yeah.
and don't only want me like in the after hours.
Right.
So, and I'm so grateful to say that like ever since then it's kind of been that.
But I think this is like I know we were joking about the pick me of it all and like that definitely was me. But like the reality of the pick me being like we just wanted to be wanted and like any like I oh my god, I'm about to be so pick me right now in this moment. But like kind of like not being the one when you're in high school to be like the object of like male attention and then to receive that in any way and be like, oh my god, it worked. Like, I am finally being wanted, even if it's in like the worst possible way. Like, you're getting attention from this person you're into, and like truly, but like to like accept that and be like, well, at least I'm being wanted. Like, that's so. That was like my. I mean, I never had an experience like that. Thank God. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Like, honestly, I was like, again, honestly inebriated for a lot of it, so I maybe do not remember very much. But just like allowing men to treat you like shit because you're like, I at least I'm being wanted by someone who I think is attractive. To let that go, that freedom and that liberation is truly unmatched. And
Yeah.
it took me like so long, but to get
It's
there.
hard as fuck. It's genuinely so hard, especially when they're like breadcrumbing you. Like, it's not like they're just giving you a whole bunch of attention, then they stop. Like, they are like kind of sometimes barely giving you attention, and it just feels like so addictive. It's so,
Yeah, because then their attention feels like special. Like it feels like, oh,
yeah,
I only get it a little bit. Like it's a little treat.
yeah, yeah. So, like, on the one hand, obviously, like, what he did was not okay. On the other hand, I'm glad that, like, I took control of what I could take control of after several, literally from September to the end of December. I was, like, going through bullshit with him.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm glad that something finally clicked in my brain where I was like, oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
So yeah, so coming back, like, for second semester, I felt much better. And then after that, going into senior year, I was kind of fucked up, like having to go back to German class and like be like, oh, I had a terrible time. Like, I'm sure you as a German teacher want to know. I actually did not, I was not, it wasn't, I came back home with all the condoms that I left. Like, that should tell you everything and more.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna be so obsessed with this guy that was a fucking loser, I'm actually glad that I came back home with all the condoms that I had.
Yeah, that's probably a blessing.
Yeah, because there were people that were like really nice, but he genuinely felt like an addiction.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that before.
Yeah,
It's so crazy. And then
no,
when
it's
you like
crazy.
when you go cold turkey, the feeling is literally like I mean, I've never gone through a withdrawal, but it feels like it. It feels like my body is literally going through something right now.
Yes.
And like I don't know how to calibrate it and I don't like yeah. Like I need to just lie here for a couple months.
Yeah, because
Bella,
it's
Bella Swan style, like when she's like this into it. Like that
Like looking out the window,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like snowing, it's like everything, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was literally me. I think because it was also like that situation, but it was echoing like my own like attachment styles and like how I interact with people that I'm attracted to or interact with men in general. And so it was a lot of like having to process that and then also process this specific experience.
Yeah.
But overall, it was ugly. Oh, the last thing that I heard about him, why my friend from first semester, she was from Finland. She came to visit me. She was one of the two people. You were obviously the other one that visited me. And she told me that he told her second semester that like he got so drunk that they kicked him out the club. He didn't have his wallet or his jacket because he like left it in the club. He blacked out. He comes to, he's on the highway and the police off like walking on the highway and the police officers are like trying to like rein him in. He blacks out. And then he comes to, something else happens. And then the next day we all had to go with him because she came and wanted to visit him. So the next day he had to go back to the club to like get his shit. And so I had to walk with them because they were all still friends to go to the club and get his fucking shit. And then after that, she texted me and she was like, I don't want to sleep over at his place. Can I sleep over at your place? Because I'm like scared. You should be scared. No shade. We all know for the past several months that he's fucking crazy.
Right.
But anyway. So that's the last thing that I heard about him. And honestly, like that makes the most sense that he like found himself on the highway on foot.
That's insane.
Yeah. So that's my ugly.
How do I even...
How do you top something so diabolical and demented?
I can't do it. I feel like I have to like... Yeah, I don't know if I can top that. Sorry. And that's like but that also might be my selective memory, which is incredible. The way I have selective memory is like, people are like, remember when this bad thing happened in high school? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Trauma response, I actually don't remember when that thing happened in high school. I don't know if there was like an ugly, again, that can, oh my god, I forgot that I moved to Spain for a month during study abroad. I'm going through my Finsta.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Over the holidays, I was like, I actually can't be in Germany anymore. It's too dark and too cold. And I have family that's in Spain, and they had like a family friend that needed an au pair. So I went and I like was an au pair for this single mother and her daughter, and I lived with them for a month.
Wait, yeah. I do remember that.
And I still talk to them. She's 18 now.
Oh my god.
Friend. I'm like, what happened? You were like literally 8 years old, and I was like picking you up from school.
Oh my god.
Saying, hola, ¿cómo estás? Happy to be here. I feel like, honestly, oh my god, I'm looking at the pictures of us. Okay. Maybe I don't do like an ugly. I do feel like it took me, again, like this is the peaked in high school. It took me a while when I came back to like come back to reality. Like I've lived truly the last year in like this fever dream of a life. And luckily, like a lot of my friends, like you and others, had also studied abroad. So it felt like, okay, it's a shared experience. But I honestly feel like because we were the only ones that were gone for a year, I could not, reintegrating was so hard. And I did not want to, like I didn't want to be back. My grades suffered, and then when I came back to Europe, a year and a half after we graduated, I was like doing my master's, obviously, and I think in my head it was gonna be like study abroad a little bit, like obviously I want to do my master's, but it's not study abroad. Like I'm living here, I'm doing an actual degree, like I actually have to like lock in. It was also COVID, but like I actually have to like lock in and do this degree, and just realizing like I will never, like that was like a special period, and like that's over, and like I need to just accept and move on. That was like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It took a while.
I think, yeah, it kind of feels like weird, like withdrawals or something, like having to go back the next semester even though both of our second semesters weren't as crazy, but to go back into like normal college life felt so strange. Like, not only like having to tell people, like, because a million people ask like, oh, how was it, having to say that, but also like still having to process that while being in your senior year of college. Like, I was also trying to get my senior capstone project. I was trying to do that because that was the first semester, like, and I knew that like nobody gave a fuck about like kind of what I was actually going through. And by nobody, I mean like professors and like stuff like that. Even though like our German professor, there was a time, because you didn't do German class senior year.
No.
Okay. There was at one point, she pulled me into a meeting to ask me like, are you okay?
Oh my god.
No, yeah, I had like taken too many Benadryl, so I was like, in that moment, not okay, because I was like off the Benadryl. But I think she was asking in general, and I didn't answer. Like, I sat there in her office, and I just looked at her. She was like, is there something that you need to tell me about like what happened? And I was like, I couldn't get into that with her. I didn't want to. So, just an example of like, yeah, we were still trying to process. By the time that senior year came around, we were still trying to figure out our mental.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was not around mentally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, oh my god, we've been talking for 2 hours.
If you're listening and you've studied abroad, let us know how that experience was. If you plan on studying abroad, you should still do it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Just protect your peace.
Protect your peace. Protect your peace. I'm glad that I did it only because I got to live in Switzerland and I love Switzerland. It was a beautiful place. Next time I go, I don't even know what it's going to be like, but I hope that it doesn't trigger me, but I think it'll be really fucking fun because it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And Tina Turner lived there. And if Tina Turner can make Switzerland her home after all that she's been through,
yeah,
Switzerland has to be a special place.
Absolutely. We're going to go back.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Anyway, should we do the moment in culture quick and manifestations and then figure out how we're going to edit this episode?
No, I'm going to get down to it. So my moment in culture, speaking of Europe, my moment in culture was Jersey Thursdays. Did you ever watch Jersey Shore?
I watched Jersey Shore like a bit, but it was not.
Okay.
Every time we do this, we realize that actually our cultural knowledge is wide and diverse.
I mean, for obvious reasons, like, we grew up on two different coasts, like, having two different experiences.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I obviously, like, had no business. I'm 28. So when Jersey Shore was airing, I was in middle school. I had no business watching Jersey Shore. But I did know about Jersey Thursdays. And did I wear a Team Snooki shirt on my first day of the 8th grade? Yeah. I did. Because it was the premiere of, I think, the Italy season, which was on some diabolical. That's when Mike smacked his head into the concrete wall and he passed out. Or did he pass out? But he was like, he got a concussion and he had to like get into a neck brace, and he became like so depressed because no one fucked with him in general, but I guess he thought that like he would get sympathy points because he's like in a neck brace, and he was not good. Anyway, if anyone wants to talk to me about Jersey Shore, I'm sat. Sit back down, I'm sat. Because I loved Jersey Shore, and I was never here for like the Snooki slander. Because she was just trying to like connect and like have her own fun.
You're so cool. Like the fact that you wore that on the first day of 8th grade, I'm literally like worshipping at your feet.
I'm screaming.
I've ever heard.
Yeah, I got it from Rue 21. It was bright pink and it said Team Snooki in the Jersey Shore font. I don't know who would have been the other team, but
But that was
anyway,
good.
yeah,
Hmm.
I wish I still had it to this day. But anyway, Jersey Shore is my tea so down. Once again, I had no business watching it, but I hope that everyone's doing good, and I hope that they're not being evil people. Girl, you need to, remember I told you about Mila Tequila?
Well, I watched, what was her dating show?
That's Tila Tequila.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Mila Tequila is the YouTuber. She got her name from obviously Tila Tequila.
Right.
But she did a 2-part YouTube series going over every single episode of Jersey Shore. It's 2 parts. It's like in total like 4 hours long, but it's so good.
I have 4 hours.
I've seen it like 6 times. It's so good. She also did a video on One Direction like days before Liam passed.
Right.
Right.
We did talk about that.
And we
No,
can
I
talk about
have
that later.
time. I have a doctored order not go to work next week. So I'm
Period.
got nothing but time.
Or not period.
No,
That's
like
not good.
no, but I love that they do that here. The doctor was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're sick." Okay.
Right. You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've got
Okay.
nothing but time now.
Good. It's really good. I can send you the link.
Thank you.
Okay. So now, manifestations, and then we can wrap it up and crunch it down and send it out.
Perfect. Yeah.
Do you want to go?
I can go. And don't say anything.
I forgot that you said I wasn't going to like it.
No,
Okay,
no.
go.
And I think it'll be fine. I think this is like what I'm manifesting for us, and this is like scary for me to put out there, but I think because my tarot reading today was so good, I'm going to put it out there anyway. And I'm going to say it like this. What I'm manifesting for us is a Brittany Broski-esque career trajectory with this piece of media. I'm manifesting because I love where that went, where it started and where it went. And I think that we can manifest something similar. And I'm doing this not to jinx it, but to put this out in the world
Yes.
as something that we are envisioning.
Yeah. I can get behind that. Why'd you think I wouldn't like it?
Yeah, well, I had a different one, and then I repackaged it as this. I
You
had
need
it.
to tell me what it is after, later. Tell me what it is. Yeah, I can get behind that. I mean, I don't follow Britney. I feel like I mean, if you're a person of color and you watch Britney, let me know. But I don't know if she's like my vibe. But I think that she's really funny, and I watched her like Royal Court. I watched the one that she did with Tyreek Withers. It was hilarious.
Yeah. So now you know
So
where
good for her.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally get behind that. I think that she's cool. I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Not that you needed me to approve it, but I'm just
No, I
saying.
did because I said for us. So I kind
Right.
of do your approval. Like, I was actually speaking for both of us, and I didn't even check in before.
No, yeah, I could totally get behind that. She went from like, Vines?
No,
Or was she
was
after
like
Vine?
She was the kombucha meme.
Yeah. Was that a Vine?
No,
Or was that... Really?
yeah, like 2019, 2020. Yeah,
Whoa, okay. So many people popped off from that time.
I know.
My manifestation is very like me-centered, sorry.
That's okay. All of my
I-
memes are me-centered, so
I manifest. So I've been thinking about this a lot. Like I've mentioned before, I got out of a relationship a year ago, and almost a year, like 11 months ago, and I still don't feel fully ready. It's like a thing. Whenever I get out of something, it takes me like forever to get over it. It's the most annoying thing I've ever done. But I can feel myself like revving up for like the summer or something like that, and I want to manifest for myself like 2 people. I'm one of the 2 people that can like look at the horrors of the world and acknowledge that like so much is like so disgusting and disappointing, and still reserve space in their heart for a romance and for love and to like take a risk in that way, because I can see how, I'm assuming that like people going on dates or like trying to go on dates have been like especially hard now. I don't know if it's like more hard than like 2 years ago or like whatever, but I kind of manifest that for myself, like to acknowledge that like there's craziness in the world, but also like still have space in your heart reserved to take a risk in that way and still be like honest and romantic and like having two things be true at once.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Right.
I think that's gonna come true.
I mean, it has to, or else I'll go crazy.
Right.
Right. So,
Right.
So,
It's out there.
yep. Both of mine have come true, I think. Both of my have they not?
So good at this. What the hell? I said I can't wait for the next chapter of Wolfbird, and it was like, by the way, never gonna happen.
Like, it's not only going to be delayed, it's actually never coming.
It's never gonna happen.
No, but I trust.
Oh, and then I think my other one was like, I want something about my work. Like, I need to.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Burnout. Immediate burnout. So actually, I take back everything I just said because
No.
like I can't. Like, why am I so bad at this?
No, you're not bad at it. Let's just assume that both of those things are coming, just like not on the timeline that you want it.
Right.
You can make friends with that person from Apogee and from the other ones. You can make friends and like maybe be in that group chat.
Well, I mean, they did say like probably they will. Like, there's probably still writing it, and they're gonna post all of it.
Okay.
No.
Okay then.
But not. Anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I'm teaching myself patience.
Yeah.
How about that?
And how about that? Well, mine didn't come true because last time I said that I want to like dance with somebody really hot in the club. That hasn't happened yet.
Have you gone to the
So
club?
no, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, there was no opportunity, like, I don't know. The club didn't come to me, so like, what now? Yeah. It's okay. Like, so some things just don't, yeah, in due time. Right. Well, thanks to everyone for listening.
Yeah.
Sorry it got kind of dark.
Right.
Still
But
study
that's what
abroad.
life is. It's still, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mixture. I didn't absolutely hate it, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
But I'm going back. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Literally hopped off the plane at LAX with a Dream by cardigan. Like,
Yeah.
meeting you in the airport being like, okay, so what is tea? Like, we're going to Cuba Bar or like what?
I'm so excited.
Right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Anyway, what a good podcast. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Someone just
Okay.
commented on my TikTok chapter 14 just dropped, and I'm actually going to freak out. Oh,
Breaking news. No, breaking news. Chapter 14 of Wolfbird came out. We were just talking about how Leah can't manifest and she doesn't know how to manifest. And literally chapter 14 of Wolfbird just came out, which was her first manifestation.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, literally, I said, we have to be patient, and you release it right then. I'm like a pastor. But yeah,
I'm going to throw up.
we did it.
Welcome back. I know I said I would post the rest in a massive upload dump, but here's a crumb in the interim to celebrate my job interview going well. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god. That is crazy. We just had to come back and say that because we were literally just talking about how like her manifestations aren't coming true. And here we are. In due time.
You guys. What am I supposed to do? Wait,
You're supposed to read it.
Oh my god, it's 10,000 words.
Oh, you're gonna be eating.
Be blessed on a day like today.
I know. Right. Cheers. Ain't shit in here. Cheers.
Wow. Okay. Life is good and beautiful.
Life is worth the living.